back at the champ's victory. This was the first of many visits that would underscore an unprecedented relationship between boxer and broadcaster.
With me now in the studio is Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight champion of the world, who, as you know, quite recently was named Fighter of the Year for 1965, and who shortly will be embarking upon another defense of his crown.
One time there was a huge controversy because Howard was the first person, I think, to publicly call him Muhammad Ali instead of Cassius Clay. And people attacked me, and I get all this mail and everything. And I finally said, look, somebody with the name Roon has no right to tell anybody what they can be called. If he wants to be called Muhammad Ali, that's what we're going to call him.
Muhammad, I can't think of a more appropriate time than now for you and me to take a look at your recent fight against Floyd Patterson in Las Vegas, Nevada, November 22, 1965. And you expert it, will you, voiceover?
Right, I think that'll be nice, Howard.
Let's swing around and take a gander at the action.
My intentions this first round was to mostly move and warm up because I did get to the dressing room a little late. I usually have 15 or 20 minutes to bounce around before the fight. So I figured I would do it in the first round. But now you see me using what I call my yardstick. This is just measuring him off, keeping him in range.
Measuring him off for what, the future?
Well, I'm not here today to really criticize him. He was a good fighter. He did his best. All of the publicity and the promotion's over. As you see, he's weaving and bobbing. He's got good head movement.
What are you doing there at the end of round one?
Well, stretching out, you know. Most people say he's bragging or he's saying I'm the greatest, but I was only stretching out.
Uh-huh. Did you know at the end of this round you could knock him out?
Well, I couldn't be that sure, but I imagine if I got in the ring warm and went right at him like Liston, I believe I could have.
I think we should perhaps now view the fourth round, because in that fourth round, the referee took exception to the way you were talking to Floyd, if you'll remember. So let's view the action in the fourth, and you continue to talk over. I see you're immediately talking to him.
Yes, I was, Howard, and exactly every word I cannot remember. But I did tell him to come on and let's fight. You're letting all of your fans down. But he really took all of my best punches, Howard. He's really a good fighter.
At the same time, I think even at this point, the way you keep talking to the boy, your contempt for him as a fighter is almost too open. Why behave that way, Muhammad?
He was doing a lot of talking before the fight, and it was his intention to make me look foolish. So it was just first law of nature, self-preservation. So it was just my night, and I showed it.
Now, are you going to sit here and tell me that almost any time now, if you had wanted to, you couldn't put him out?
Well, I won't say I'm trying. Now, the talk that I have done, Howard, most of the people are beginning to believe I'm not human, but I am human, and I'm a little tired myself. A few times I went at him to knock him out, but he didn't fall, so I had to back up because I didn't want to tire myself out. You know, 15 rounds is a lot of fighting.
Well, there's your motion of open contempt. That's the end of round 4.
Was Ali punishing or protecting Patterson?
I know me. I know how hard I was hitting him. I know how regular I was hitting him. You've never seen no heavyweight fight in history where two fellows moved and punched like this. You've never seen it.
Muhammad, I want you to take a good look at this round 6 as we begin to play it. And I want you to tell us why you didn't knock Patterson out then, even as you described the action, Muhammad. We're coming up now to round 6. Take over.
Just missed the left jab. I just hit him with 2 uppercuts, 1, 2. Well, it's really too fast for me to talk and follow. Just hit him with a jab, another 1, 2. There was a hook, a jab, a right cross, a 1, 2, another jab, a right uppercut, a right cross, jab. There's another 1-2. I was too fast. I can't keep up with it. It's really hard to describe a blow-by-blow description of my fights. I imagine the man on the radio is really just guessing when he sees certain punches, because it's really too hard you can't talk this fast. Now I'm still jabbing him, and right hand's hitting him with everything in the book, but he just wouldn't fall. And any man, average man on the end of these would be gone. And he's still fighting, as you can see. He's still game.
That was the end of round 6.
And if you tell the truth now, the fight should have been stopped right now. It should have been stopped now, not in the 12th. He shouldn't have been allowed to go 6 more rounds. And his courage kept him fighting. How he should have quit right there, but he just had so much false pride. He just feels that he owes everybody everything. Nobody owes him nothing. He owes everybody. So he felt that it was his obligation to go out and take it if necessary.
Round 7, Muhammad, and I want to see what you do here all over again. I want to know why you weren't more aggressive when you had the boy so bummed out.
Well, Howie, when a man is ripped and in the physical shape that he's in now, when he's in a position to just go right in and hurt if you can, I think it's not worth the money. He's got a family, he's got beautiful children, girls and boys, and he'll have to live, and I wouldn't want to really hurt nobody just to please those people out there in the audience, just for their, I would say, just for their pleasure, just hurt another man, just outright.
Well, aren't you telling me in a kind of way that you carried the boy at this point?
Well, yes, I'll say yes, boldly to you here on the nationwide TV, that I boxed him. As you see, I'm hitting him with everything in the book, but I just didn't throw it too hard, because you would probably be one of the main ones to be on me if the man was hurt seriously. Well, boxing is brutal. It needs to be stopped. These fellows are dying. Should make some type move to stop it. Now here I'm showing you a good boxing match, good art, just whooping the man, and now you want to condemn him for not cruelly killing him. So, in other words, I'm wrong if I do and I'm wrong if I don't.
All right.
You have to admit I'm right, Howard?
You've answered the question, all of
Patterson's a nice fellow. He's a nice, humble, good, clean, living boy. He means right.
But as the fans view this fight and hear you talk, they see that you're not really throwing.
They see me beating him, nice and clean, jabbing him, using nothing but boxing art, using my creative and scientific ability, and just getting away and beating him just enough to go, not really hurting him, which you see I could, and I think I should be rewarded for that. I think every fighter should take it easy on a man if he sees that you have a chance to seriously kill him or hurt him. But they don't praise me for this. They look and call me. They still say I should have knocked him out and I carried him as a fix. And then if I went on and seriously hurt the man, then you want to stop me because I'm brutal, I'm a killer. So I'd rather for you to talk about me carrying him instead of hearing you talk about me killing somebody. Because I'm wrong anyway, so I just may as well come out the easiest way I can.
Muhammad, I would like to point up the courage again Patterson just
Yes, he's got a lot of courage. He's got a lot of courage. He's taken all the punches, and I had to praise him after it because I know me. I know how hard I was hitting him. I know how regular I was hitting him. You've never seen no heavyweight fight in history where two fellows moved and punched like this. You've never seen it. And he took all of it.
Yet another twist to the Ali-Patterson duel.
Muhammad, the 8th, 9th, and 10th rounds were not markedly dissimilar from the 7th round, except for this extraordinary sight of what kept happening between rounds in Floyd Patterson's corner. Now, this is where we saw the vivid manifestation of the back injury. So let's take a look at that on film. We've created a montage of Patterson's treatment between those respective rounds. I just couldn't understand at first. This, of course, is Buster Watson lifting him up.
Oh, when I first saw him doing that to him, I figured he had some type of muscle trouble or back trouble, or pulled the muscle or something. Then I figured it might be an excuse. When he saw that he had no other way out, he would start promoting this excuse. But then I believe it was serious. I could tell by his actions and his fighting.
Now we're up, by the way,
serious.
Muhammad, between the 8th and 9th. The previous two lift-ups were between the 7th and the 8th. Extraordinary. Why would the Nevada Commission and the medical examiner at ringside permit the fight to continue?
The most misunderstood, the most...
Will they rate you with
You can
Dempsey,
just-
with Tom?
who they figured had a chance to get a lucky punch, they would encourage him to keep going.
What I think we should do is pick up the action here with about a minute to go in round 11.
He's still weaving and bobbing with his back trouble, and he's still coming in.
Yeah, but
watch
he
him,
can't straighten up.
see, he straightened up good enough to get away from one and then throw one. He's still blocking a few of them. He's still weaving and bobbing. He's still getting in with the jab just as fast as he's just ducked a good one.
You may be right in what you said earlier.
Just-
Looking at the boy's condition, it may be you could have done untold damage to him. In any event, that's the end of round 11.
It seems like to me now, I'm just now noticing this. During the fight, he was moving pretty good, but immediately after the bell rang, then his arms immediately went behind him and he went into his crouch. But as long as the fight was going on, he wasn't looking that bad. And if he was in so much pain, plus taking the beating, I think the referee should have stopped it. But there's so much at stake in a title fight, and I imagine he didn't want to take any chance on Floyd complaining.
I get the feeling that you had about enough here, that you were determined that it would end in this round. Is that true?
Well, yes, I did press in this round. I said I'm going to go in and win this one big, but I hit him pretty regular at the end of this round, as you will see later.
What are you saying to him?
Well, the people would holler and cheer whenever he would miss, and I would just have to shake my head. But they're not hollering now. But they were hollering when he almost hit me, so I had to tell them, no, he wasn't hitting me.
Watching the boy take it all over again, I have to say that he was indomitable, and the fight over, we didn't quite leave Las Vegas the way we left Lewiston. You would agree with that, wouldn't you, Muhammad?
Well, that's right.
Patterson did bring some dignity to the ring with his courage.
Yes, sir. I gave, as you can see now, I'm giving him credit for the fight that he did put up, and he did put up.